get it, MP. 26th man. Every single fan who attends will get their own Portland Trail Blazers t-shirt. The National Basketball Association and the Portland Trail Blazers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
We hope to see you again, so visit us online or at the ticket booth for availability of any future Trailblazers game.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed,
and the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is, and on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Jay in at the one spot. Reid gets the bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Henderson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Feeds away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Now here's Henderson, following the miss by Julius Randle.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jay, the pass to Randle. Here's Jay. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Pass to Jay, shoots the three. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Grant. Here's Ayton. That one, no good. To the left side wing. Lets the three fly. And another three for Minnesota.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense through him.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Dave, what do you have to say?
Their team's main focus tonight? Well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Trailblazers trail by 6. Henderson, no one around him. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And the basket by Jay.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Simons, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Minnesota also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Reed. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Mike Conley in for Edwards. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. Henderson finds Simons. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from there.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Now, here's Sharp. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Swinging the screen for Sharp. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jay, the pass to Randle. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Jay. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got 5 assists tonight.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Simons. Pass to Sharp. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota leading by 12. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jay. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Now, Ingles. Randle passes to Jay. Bangs home the trifecta. Jay's got 21.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Timberwolves lead by 15. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their team.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Joe Ingles. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Jay. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Edwards in at the 3 slot. Here's Jay. Connects again from distance.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. And here is Simon. After the three-pointer from Jay.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Jay's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this week, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Outside Edwards. Pass to Jay. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Knocks it loose and stolen by DiVincenzo. This one for 3, and again Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
So it's Portland now, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Pass to Jay. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Sharp.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
They get it back. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got a second bucket tonight.
Good cleanup there by Ayton, using his reach to get the rebound and finish the job.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's the three. Hands it from downtown. Jay's got 40 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Sharp. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end.
And again for three.
And that last three now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. And here's Sharp. Following the three from Jay. Shot to stop the run. And it's Sharp missing.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus.
Good, another from three.
And he's shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. Here's Simons. Count it from 12. Simons has got 5 now.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
Fires from deep. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Simons has got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Jay. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus?
Hard to bet against them.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And that game against the Hawks, no one can play a perfect game. So they'll have to do a few things to come close. Taking good shots, communicating well defensively, and outwork those guys across from you, Shaq. Word.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Jeremy Grant is out there with Williams. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Henderson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Henderson kicks to Williams. Back to Henderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And the basket by Jay.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Henderson kicks to Avdia. Grant outside. Pass to Avdia. Here's Henderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 8.
Illegal screen. Minnesota ball.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. For 3. Good, that's another bucket.
He has tied the mark for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Jay. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And it's Grant in the corner. Shoots over McDaniel. No good from Grant. Minnesota's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Jay, the pass to Randall. No good with the triple.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Grant. Nice move. Out to Henderson. No good on the 3.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Jay misses. The Trailblazers have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Back to Randall. Here's Jay. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Henderson, no good. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West, and again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
And a bit of a struggle for him so far in the quarter. Just 1-5 from the field.
Jay, the pass to Randall. To the wing on the left. Here's Jay. Good! Another from three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Outside, Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Jay. The tray. And again for 3.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands, GA, by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. And that one's good by Henderson.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Here's Jay. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Ayton. For 3, Henderson. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and